so exciting for me. I have a whole new setup, as you can probably tell. Got a cool backdrop and some lights, and the camera should be a whole lot clearer than it has been. This is like a whole new channel. I'm so excited. Thanks for joining me again. Let's get started with today's video. So today's video, as you may have noticed in the title, is all about, is Ipsy worth the hype? Quick intro for those who don't know what it is before I get to more detail later. Ipsy is a makeup bag subscription, and every month you get a new makeup bag like this one, and it has 5 products in it for you to try for that month. Everyone has their own opinions. I have mine, and I'm gonna share them with you now. But before we jump into that, what I'm going to do is show you my favorite 10 products that I've gotten in my Ipsy bag. I've been doing it since last January, so a little over a year now. I get a lot of things, obviously, 5 things a month for a whole year. That's a lot of products. So I'm not going to list every single item that I've just liked, period, in my Ipsy bags, because that would be a really long list. That's why I've just narrowed it down to my favorite 10 items. Let me go ahead and show you my top 10 in no particular order. First is going to be something I got in my very first Ipsy bag last January, and I've literally used it every time I've done my makeup since. Maybe not literally every time, but you know, like a lot. It's this Thank Me Later eye primer by Elizabeth Mott. If you have watched any of my other videos, you've probably seen me use this before. It's seriously so good. It keeps all of your eye makeup from creasing. I had a bottle that was smaller than this and my sample size. I literally just gave the last bits of it away to a friend who wanted to try it out, but it lasted me over a whole year, that little amount. So it really goes a long way and it works super well. I'd recommend it as a good eye primer for anyone. Next up is something I also got way early on last year. It is this BFF Best Faced Forever Daily Exfoliating Face Wash from Perfectly Posh. This is one of the exfoliator / facial cleansers that I use very regularly in my face washing routines. It smells amazing, first of all. It smells like peppermint and grapefruit, which, I mean, that's what it's supposed to smell like. And it's just a very good exfoliator for everyday use. It's gentle enough that you can use it every day, but also it's got a bit more oomph to it than your regular face wash. Next up is this little pigment from Naked Cosmetics. This one in particular is called Desert Sunset. It's just like some glitter that you can use with your eyeshadow. I have never used anything like this before I got it, and I kind of fell in love with it. It's really pigmented. It gives a really nice shimmer to any kind of look that I'm doing. And it's a very subtle pink color, so it's not overwhelming, and I can kind of add it in with different colored looks. I might not do it with blue today, but you know. Next up is an item that I don't have anymore. I used all of it, and I actually went to purchase more online, but I got the wrong thing, so we're just gonna kind of wing it here. This brand, the Briogeo, it wasn't this deep conditioner though. It was actually the gel to oil overnight repair, I believe it's called. It goes on in your hair at nighttime like a gel does, and then when you wake up in the morning, your hair is super oily and greasy and it looks disgusting. But basically all night it sat on your hair and really helped hydrate it, and then in the morning you wash it out. I had never tried something like that either before, and I really liked it. I'm gonna have to eventually buy some more, but this will do in the meantime. It's still a deep conditioning mask, so it's very hydrating, but the original product was not this. My next item is this Neat Matte Trimony. It's from the Balm Cosmetics. It is technically one pigment in a palette that you can buy from the Balm. This particular shade is called Matte Kumar. It's a really nice like plum cranberry shade. When I first got it, I had never really used color before. I had only been using like neutrals. So when I got this, I was like, oh my goodness, it's so dark and it's so like pink colored. I don't know if I will ever use this, but this one specific color really helped me branch out my looks and got me to love color, honestly. And it's such a good formula. It really blends well with any other makeup I use it with. Eventually, I'll probably end up buying the whole palette. Next up is this Maracuja oil by Tarte. I'm almost empty with this one, about a little more than halfway, and once I end up using it all, I will buy more. It shows that you're supposed to use it at night. You put it on after you've washed your face, and it just keeps it nice and hydrated while you sleep. But you may have seen me use this in one of my other videos, my hydrating winter base video. I actually like to use this not just at nighttime, but when I put on my foundation. It just makes it that much more hydrated, and it gives it a really nice dewy look with any of my foundations that I'm wearing. I've found so many uses for this. I even put it in my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade to bring it back to life when it got a little bit dry. It really does everything. Next item is this Trust Fund Beauty nail polish. I'm actually wearing the same color right now. One of the reasons why I like this so much is because it's a really thick nail polish, I guess. It's not like a top coat at all. It also lasts a really long time compared to other nail polishes that I've bought before. I've never been one to buy expensive nail polish. Usually I just get stuff from the drugstore. But this one, when I used it as like an accent color and the rest of my nails were just a different brand, this one, the Trust Fund Beauty color, stayed on. The one nail, even after the other fingers, the polish had like all come off. This like does not chip and it stays on for a really long time. So even though it's definitely a little more pricey, it is worth the price. I just bought one. It should be coming in the mail soon. It's black because that's my go-to favorite nail color. I'm going to talk about a couple brushes that are my favorites. This Luxie 522 tapered highlighter is definitely one of my favorite brushes. I use it for highlighting. I mean, that's what it's for. I like this for my highlighting as opposed to like the fan brushes, of which I am not a fan. I don't know why, but I think it's just because it's a little bit of a bigger applicator and it's really soft and it's a super cute periwinkle color. I actually got another one, the exact same brush at Generation Beauty, so now I have two. And then this little tiny brush from Vera Mond. This brush is a lifesaver. I use this every single day. I use it to clean up my brows after I use whatever product I used for the day and kind of just clean it up. I use it to make my eyeliner line a little cleaner at the bottom. I use it for any kind of small detailing, like to get the lipstick off of my lip above where it's supposed to be. It's the best little detailing brush, and it's also really soft. It's a good quality brush, and it's held its shape really well. I don't know what I would do without it. The very last product that I have to share with you really does not have much left to show at all. I removed the little case. It looked like the little Matte Kumar eyeshadow palette. It's the Balm Cosmetics Mary Luminizer highlighter. I don't know if you can see this, but I have like scraps left. That's all that there is. And I just removed it so I could put it in this little metal tray I have. But I never had tried highlighter before I used that one, and it made me really turned on to the idea of highlighter in general. And it was a very subtle way to do that. It's a really nice highlighter. The color is really good. It applies nicely. It's very buildable, but in general, it's more of a toned down highlighter as opposed to other ones that you could get that are really pigmented or really bright. Because of that, really just started to like highlighter, and it made me want to buy other things. But I will definitely always go back to the Mary Luminizer. Once I finally run out, I will probably buy more because it's just a really good all-around everyday highlighter. So that's the end of my favorite products. I'm gonna just talk about Ipsy for a little bit and just give you my opinion of the company itself and how I feel about the whole Glambag process. So to start out, I'm gonna talk about the cost. The Glambag subscription is $10 a month, and it comes out of your bank account automatically at the beginning of each month. If you don't have $10 in your account, it doesn't take the money out, so you'll never overdraw. That's a plus for me because I work at a bank, so I always think about that kind of stuff. Also, when you break it down, you're getting 5 items a month at $10 a month. So that really only equals $2 per item. And some of these are really big items, like this, for example. The Trust Fund Beauty. This is, I want to say it was like $15 full price online, just ballparking, but that's really expensive and you're only getting it for $2. Same thing with the Tarte Maracuja oil. I believe their travel size is around $15 as well. So you're getting really good quality items for a whole lot cheaper than you would have paid in the store. And all it really boils down to is $140 a year. That sounds like a lot maybe up front, but when you think about it, you're paying $140 throughout a whole year, and you're getting 70 beauty products that are all good brands, good quality, and interesting things that maybe you wouldn't have tried otherwise. That brings me to my next point, which is Ipsy really helped me branch out the makeup that I use on a daily basis. I may never have wanted to try like pink sparkly pigment on my eyes, or especially, like I said, when I got the matte Trimony, or the matte Kumar color. When I first signed up, I selected all the options for like no pink, no bright colors, I'm super conservative, and here I am, so much farther along, and I'm wearing blue eyeshadow. Like, I would have never picked any of these things, but because Ipsy would sneak in products here and there that I wasn't really sure if I was going to love or not, they ended up really broadening my horizons and giving me a lot of products that I might not have picked out myself, but really, really love. On that note, you can choose your style preference when you get started and change it as you go along if you desire. So when I first started, like I said, I put that I was not very adventurous and that I liked a lot of neutral colors. I picked which kinds of specific beauty products I liked. But as I kept getting products in and trying new things, I changed my style preference and made it so that way now, like, I literally am open to anything except for lip gloss. I don't like lip gloss. I didn't like pink at all. I didn't like bright colors. And now, like, I'm doing all of the stuff that I didn't think I would, thanks to Ipsy, who really helped me branch out. Which is why I think that Ipsy is a really good idea for anyone of any makeup talent, but I especially think that it's good for those who are really wanting to start out makeup or only do like their eyebrows and mascara, and you're thinking, I'd really like to get into eyeshadows and lipstick, but I don't know where to start, I don't know what to try. It's a really good way to branch out what you do regularly. Even if you do everything but just want to try new colors, I think it's good price for good quality stuff, and I don't think you'd regret it. And if you do, you can just unsubscribe anyways. It's not like it's a lifelong commitment. It's a really good way to not commit long term to really expensive products if you have no idea if you're going to like them. You are really saving yourself a lot of money instead of buying a bunch of full price lipsticks that you're not really sure if you're gonna like. This is a good way to kind of get a small sample of different things, and you'll be able to see if you like them or not. And if you do love them, go buy the full size, or at least you'll kind of have an idea of what you don't like if you aren't a huge fan of it and you didn't waste a lot of money in the process trying to figure that out. If you're wondering if this was a good review or not, you skipped ahead to the end of the video. Yes, it's a good review, okay? I love Ipsy. I've been doing it for, like I said, about a year and 3 months. My new bag will be coming soon. I'll do a little review for you guys when I get that, but it's not something that I plan on quitting soon. It'd be awesome if they could make me one of their Ipsy OS members. I would not lie, that would be pretty cool. If I have convinced you to sign up for Ipsy, that's awesome. I really hope you do. Definitely help a girl out and go through the link that I provide in my little description down below. That gives me points if you decide to sign up through me. So I hope you do. No pressure if you don't. This is just my opinion. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll be delivering some exciting, high-quality videos coming up soon. I've got some great ideas ticking, so I hope we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.